This is my love song to you. Let every woman know I'm yours, so you can fall asleep each night, babe, and know I'm dreaming of you more.
Just everything about him is good. Like, that's what I thought when I first met him. He's just like the best person I've ever met. And he just tries really hard to be good at, not just like good at stuff, but he just wants to be a good person. He just not so much cares about what other people think of him, but cares about how Heavenly Father thinks of him, and he just wants to be a good person.
It's just very, people enjoy being around her. Like, because a lot of people aren't optimistic, but they see Tara and she's like always smiling, she's always laughing, and they just like, they like thrive off of that. They love to be with her. I love to be with her. Like, she brings out the, I guess, the fun in me.
And with this love song to you, it's not a momentary phase. You are my life, I don't deserve you, but you love me just the same. And as the mirror says we're older, I wanna look the other way. You are my life, my love, my only, and that's the one thing that won't change. I will never stop trying, I will never stop watching as you leave. I will never stop losing my breath every time I see you looking back at me. And I will never stop holding your hand, I will never stop opening your door. I will never stop choosing you, babe. I will never get used to you. Still get my heart racing, you still get my heart racing for you. Still.
Well, I feel like I knew from like the very beginning. I kind of joked when I got home after I met him. I went home and said, "You guys, I met the guy I'm gonna marry." But it took him a couple weeks to call me, and then we went on a date like once a week, and it didn't like progress super fast at first. But I actually haven't told you this. I bought him a snowboarding pass for Christmas because he said he wanted to snowboard. And I didn't know if he really wanted to snowboard or he just knew that I loved snowboarding, so he said he wanted to like do it with me. But I bought him a snowboarding pass, and we were sitting on the ski lift, and we were just talking, and we were just having like the best time. And I remember thinking like, I could do this every winter. And I came home that night, and I told my roommates, I'm like, I'm so in love with him. And I wrote in my journal, I'm like, I haven't told him because he hasn't told me, but I love this boy. This is actually my favorite thing to do, is talking about Joseph, so I've been very excited for this.
I think the universe is on my side. Heaven and earth have finally aligned.
She's just an open, genuine person that you just like, people just like see, they just like see who she is just in the first 5 minutes that they meet her, and they love her.
But his smile and just the way he held himself, he was laughing, and it was just really easy to talk to, and it wasn't like an awkward situation at all. Just, it was so easy to carry a conversation on with him, and he was really funny and really good looking.
Like, you can tell when someone cares about someone, and she has so much love.
You make me sing ooh, la la la. You make a girl go ooh, I'm in love, love. Did you see that shooting star tonight? Were you dazzled by the same constellation? Did you and Jupiter conspire to get me? I think you and the moon and Neptune got it right. 'Cause now I'm shining bright, so bright.
There's a bunch of people around. She was talking to actually one of my friends, and I kind of overheard the conversation, and I started to kind of listen in, and she said something, and it was hilarious. I have no idea what it was, but it was hilarious, and I just started like laughing.
So I like went home that night, I'm like, you guys, I met the cutest guy, I'm gonna marry him.
You can just feel like how much she cares about people.
I love how much he cares for other people. Not a day goes by that he doesn't think of someone else. He's always thinking of other people that he can serve.
We do talk for hours and hours and hours. Like, we just never run out of things to talk about. She brings out my fun side.
Did you see that shooting star tonight. Were you dazzled by the same constellation? Did you and Jupiter conspire to get me? I think you and the moon and Neptune got it right. 'Cause now I'm shining bright, so bright, and I get lost in your eyes.
She just brings out like the relaxation, the fun.
Joseph completes me.
I actually love her eyes.
I said, oh, this is good enough, where he doesn't ever take good enough. So he's always working on being better.
Things that she does, the things that she says, sometimes are just adorable.
He's my very best friend, and I just love the time that we're together. It's just so much better than the time that we're not.
I think you and the moon and Neptune got it right. 'Cause now I'm shining bright, so bright, bright, so bright, bright, so bright, and I get lost in your eyes tonight.
When she looks at me, I can like see how much she loves me. We went and saw our grandparents that night, and then we were just looking for something to do. We were just kind of going around. We hadn't really had any plans after that. We stopped at the mall, and we went to the fountain and just started like throwing pennies in, making wishes, and just started talking. And it actually kind of got deeper. Like we just
It was like way serious.
yeah. And it was just kind of an emotional, like tender moment. And we were talking about just things that were important to us and things that we've wanted, and I don't know, it just kind of connected. And I hadn't been planning on like telling it to her, but it was like the perfect moment. And then that was the first time I told her that I loved her, and it was just like this serious, just reflective, just emotional moment. And then it was funny because we kind of sat there for a minute in this like serious, it was quiet, and I was like,
Well, and I said I loved him back.
yes.
So the story didn't just end with like, I love you. I love you. I love you too.
Thank you.
And then it was kind of quiet.
Yeah. And then, so we're sitting there for a minute, and I was like, well, like, should we go? And she thought I said, so we're good?
I'm like, really? Like right after you told me you love me, you're like, so we're good. Like, we're good. I thought it was the weirdest thing, and I realized he didn't say that. But in that moment, that's what I thought he said.
It was really funny.
So sometimes we just, so we're good. We're good.
Like after the proposal, like, so we're good?
So we're good.